Hello and welcome to another episode of Inside the Ropes with Coach Mario. Coach Mario, owner and head coach of Warriors Pride Boxing Academy here in Miami, Florida. How are you guys doing this morning? Hope everybody's okay. Hope everybody's having a great week. It's another weekend, fight weekend that we're looking for. Richardson Hitchens versus Gustavo Lemos coming up this Saturday. Can't wait for that one. That's going to be a title eliminator for the IBF junior welterweight title, which is held by El Orgullo Maternillo, Subriel Matias. I'm going to be looking for that one. There could be an upset in the making. I think Lemos is a very strong fighter, come forward fighter. And Richardson Hitchens has already expressed that he is not willing to fight Subriel Matias for the IBF title. That's kind of crazy when you have a title eliminating fight in which one of the fighters does not want to fight for the title, or does not want to challenge the belt holder for the title. So it's kind of crazy. I wouldn't have given him a chance if I would heard any statements like that. I talk about the organization, the IBF. But anyway, let's talk a little bit about some comments I received from my last episode in which I was talking about the possibility that Pitbull Cruz might be ducking already or looking for other paydays before facing Matias, possibility of facing Matias, possibility of staying at 140 and facing the Puerto Rican monster, El Orgullo Maternillo. And the reason why I'm making this video today is because some of the comments are ludicrous, and I just wanted, I'm not trying to make fun of those who actually made those comments, but it shows you the great, the huge ignorance there is from some fans of the sport of boxing. You know, there's a lot of casuals nowadays, and we're gonna go over some of the signs that you can tell when somebody's a casual. Some red flags. You hear somebody talking a certain way and lacking the knowledge of the sport, the sweet science. These are 10 signs that you should look for. And some of these guys that were mentioning that Subriel Matias was nobody. Another guy said that Subriel Matias had no chin. Another guy said that he didn't know who Matias was, but he's an expert in boxing. He's been, a knowledgeable boxing fan for many years. Yet he doesn't know who Matias was. There's another guy that was saying that the top dogs are the only ones that he knows, that nobody knows who Matias is. So we're going to go over the 10 signs that somebody's a casual. That way we can identify these guys that were making these comments. Are they casuals or real knowledgeable boxing fans? All right, we're going to go over that list right now. Okay, so let's see. All right. Sign number one that somebody might be a casual in the sport of boxing. They only know the most famous boxers like Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, and Floyd Mayweather, but are not familiar with current top-ranked fighters or rising stars. They mention Devin Haney. They mention, Tank Davis. They mention Ryan Garcia. They mention Rolly Romero, but they have no clue. They have no clue who Subriel Matias is. So that shows you right there, somebody is a casual fan, is ignorant about the sport of boxing. And when I say ignorant, I'm not trying to offend anybody. It's just a mere fact. When you don't know something about a subject, for example, I'm ignorant about physics. I don't know shit about physics, guys. So I'm not going to be discussing, say, yeah, I do know physics when I don't know shit about physics. If you don't know shit about boxing, shut the hell up. I mean, find out. The reason why I make these videos is not only for the knowledgeable boxing fans, but for casuals to learn. Listen, research, all right? You don't know who Matias is? Watch his videos before making a comment. All right, let me check who Matias is, man. That sounds interesting. Supposedly he's a champion and he's a great fighter. These guys are talking about it. There's a lot of, people here that actually acknowledge the talent that Subriel Matias has? Well, let me research. Let me see who Subriel Matias is. And that denotes the open mind of an individual, an intelligent individual, not a follower, not a close-minded individual, not somebody, he's a sheep and follows the crowd. There's a lot of sheep nowadays, guys. There's a lot of people that are influenced by social media and other stuff, and they just follow the crowd, whatever somebody's saying, and, the likes of, I've heard people, clamoring about Jake Paul, about Ryan Garcia. It's because they don't know anything about boxing, guys. That's flag number one. Flag number two, that somebody's a casual. They are not aware of the different boxing weight classes or the significance of weight division in the sport. Okay, don't talk to these guys about, different weight classes, different weight divisions. Right there, if you talk to somebody that is knowledgeable, they'll be able to tell you about the different weight divisions, the weights, who's a champion, or who is somebody they know in the weight division. They can talk about history, historical fights. But these guys lack the knowledge of any of these subjects, So that's another red flag, not aware of different boxing weight classes. Okay, number three, another flag that somebody's a casual. They cannot distinguish between different boxing styles and techniques, such as an aggressive fighter, brawler, counter puncher, technician. When you talk to some of these guys about, and that's something we do with this channel, guys. When I see a fight, I look at different things. I look at the technique. I look at ring generalship. I look about, the ability to overcome, adapt, and improvise to your opponent. Some fighters, great fighters, are able to adapt to other fighters. Some fighters can actually it makes them legendary, that they have adapted to boxers, technicians, counter punchers, everything, and they will always find a way of winning, all right, or being competitive against them. So if you ask a casual, what do you like about this guy, about such and such fighter, for example, Ryan Garcia? Oh, he's fast. Have you seen the videos on YouTube? Instagram, hitting that bag? That shows you right there, bro. That shows you right there that guy is ignorant about the sport of boxing. He's a casual. So those guys that are commenting in this channel, sorry guys, I'm exposing you. You are casuals. You are casuals just by saying if you say you don't know who Subriel Matias is, you're a casual. If you only know who Mike Tyson, Floyd Mayweather, and Tank Davis are, you're a casual. If you can't tell me who the four kings were back in the 70s, you're a casual. Sorry, guys. I'm exposing you guys today. All right, let's go next. Okay, there are number 4. Signs that you're a casual. They're unfamiliar with boxing terminology, such as jab, counter, lead hook, rear hook, overhand punches, all these other things, they lack the knowledge. They don't know the difference between a knockout, technical knockout, split decision, majority decision. They don't know the difference between any of these things. So when you talk to somebody, and I remember when I went to see the fight at Madison Square Garden between Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor, and there was a lot of Irish fans there, and it was obvious to me that at the end of the fight that Amanda Serrano won. And actually it was a couple of Irish fans there, one in front of me and one next to me, and they say, oh yeah, Amanda Serrano won. They were knowledgeable. Now the guys on my right, when they said that Katie Taylor won the split decision, they said, oh yeah, we knew it, blah, 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 blah. When they were quiet the whole time, all right? One of the things that I asked them, I said, how did you score it? You think Katie Taylor won? How did you score it? They were, How did you score it? If you think she won, why do you think she won? And they stay quiet. And that shows you also, they don't know anything about the scoring system. They don't know how to judge a fight. They lack the knowledge, guys, all right? I'm exposing you guys today, casuals. Stay away. Or if you stay on this channel, learn. That this channel is for those that really are serious about the sport of boxing and those that want to learn. You know, learn, get some information here. Okay, next one. They do not understand the scoring system used in boxing matches, including the 10-point must system. We just talked about that, right? Score the fight. I always do that before watching a good fight. I always sit down with my notepad and my pen, old school, and I start, 10 for the winner, 9 for the loser. If there's a knockdown, 10-8. If there's multiple knockdowns, 10-7. So on and so forth, all right? That's how you score a fight. Learn how to score a fight. Sit down and score the fight. Be impartial, and some of these judges are bought and paid for, and that's why you see the confusion by a lot of casuals, because they see judges. Oh, I thought this guy was winning. Oh well, this is the guy I won. So anyway, learn the 10-point must system, how to score a fight. Number 6, sign, red flag that somebody's a casual. They are unaware of the various governing boxing governing bodies and championship belts such as WBC, WBA, IBF, and WBO. Now I'm going to tell you something about this one. All right, it's so confusing nowadays. There's so many champions, so many belts, interim belt, this and that. Anybody could be confused, so I don't blame you guys. But as long as you know which are the 4 main different bodies, organizations, most of them are corrupt. You'll be able to distinguish champions from one organization to the next, all right? Number 7, sign that you're a casual. They have not watched a classic or historic boxing matches and are not familiar with iconic moments in boxing history. When I'm talking to somebody that is a knowledgeable boxing fan, we start talking about boxing, I can tell immediately when I ask, hey, who's your favorite fighter? Jake Paul. Oh, Ryan Garcia. Tank Davis. I'm like, oh shit. Oh, I mean, that's your current favorite champion. What about the, historically? Oh, Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, stuff like that. They can't tell you who Joe Louis was. They can't tell you who Sugar Ray Robinson was. They can't tell you who Manuel Piedra Roberto Duran was. They can't tell you who Wilfredo Gomez was. They can't tell you about the war between Wilfredo Gomez and Lupe Pintor. They can't talk about, the great wars, Chiquita Gonzalez and Carvajal. They can't tell you about the great Mexican fighters. Oh, Canelo is the best. Well, what other Mexican fighter do you like historically? Oh, well, I believe Chavez. They don't know who Salvador Sanchez was. They don't know who Mantequilla Nápoles was. I mean, these guys are ignorant. So that's the reason why I'm exposing them today on this channel. So I'm asking for all of you guys out there, knowledgeable boxing fans, when you see a stupid comment on this channel and ignorant, just say, red flag, you're a casual, you've been exposed. Write that down. You've been exposed. Red flag, you're a casual. Casual alert. Casual alert. Oh man, it's unbelievable. All right. So they don't know history. They don't research. They have no clue. They don't watch boxing. They don't watch boxing. They watch MMA. And then when there's a supposedly big fight or somebody they recognize or they heard in their office or somewhere in the workspace, oh, Canelo's fighting. Oh, that's the greatest fight of the year. They have no clue. There's much better fighters than those who are deemed the big dogs. All right, number 8, they do not follow boxing news, updates, or upcoming fights on a regular basis. Just what I said. They have no clue. They don't follow boxing. They don't watch boxing week in and week out, you know? I watch boxing all the time. My wife is damn mad sometimes. Like, damn, boxing again? But she likes it. She likes boxing. You know, she loves it and she enjoys it. She bitches a little bit at the beginning, you know, whines, oh, this and that. We got to watch boxing all night. Baby, you know, just a little bit. Just sit down, you know, have some wine, you know, chill out. We're going to watch this fight. And she usually enjoys it like she did last weekend when Pitbull exposed the novice, the untalented Rolly shit-talking Romero. All right, I was so happy to see that. Oh my God. Anyway, number 9, and this is the most important one, I believe. All right, red flag that somebody's a casual. They cannot engage in meaningful discussions about boxing strategy, training, mental, and physical demands of the sport. They have no clue about strategy. They have no clue about fundamentals. They have no clue about what it takes to become a fighter. They have no clue about history. They have no clue about how to have that eye test, how to tell when somebody is good. I can tell when somebody's going to be good. When I see him for the first time, I see him a couple of times, I say, oh, this guy's going to be a champion. That's what I said when I saw Subriel Matias for the first time. I saw him a few times. I said, oh, shit, this guy, generational talent. When you want Xander Sayas, you can tell this kid's got potential. When you see Rolly Romero, when you see Ryan Garcia, I immediately knew. I saw all the flaws in his game. I immediately knew they weren't gonna make it. Oh, have you seen how fast he hits that bag? Shit, bro. Bags don't hit back. Like Bruce Lee used to say. He used to say, bullets don't hit back, bags don't hit back. All right? Requires a lot of other talents, all right? You just can't have one tool in your arsenal. One lead hook, that's all he has. All right? So that's another sign that somebody's a casual. And then 10, last one, sign that somebody's is a casual. They do not appreciate the cultural, social, and historical impact of boxing on society and its role in promoting discipline, determination, and sportsmanship. They lack the information. They're clueless about the sport. So again, guys, today's going to be a short episode. I'm just exposing these casuals that have, you know, made some comments. And I actually, you know, replied to some of those comments. But it's like I said, if you try to have an intelligent conversation with somebody that has no knowledge of what he's talking about, he's just talking out of his ass, I mean, you're wasting your time. So what I want you guys to do me that favor. When you see a comment, stupid comment like that, just point them out. Red flag, casual alert. Right there. That's all I want you to do. All right, guys? Let's have fun with it. Anyway, guys, remember, like, share, subscribe. Like my Facebook group, Inside the Ropes with Coach Mario. That way we can debate and talk a little bit more about the sport of boxing during fight night. I look forward to hearing your comments regarding casuals out there criticizing and not knowing who Subriel Matias is, and it continues. And you can even see it in some of these so-called reporters that they never mention Matias. And some of them, they do know who Matias is, but they're bought and paid for by some of these organizations. Hey, don't fucking talk about this guy. Don't talk about Matias. We don't want people to know who this guy is, how dangerous he is. All right? So anyway, guys, this is all for now. Coach Mario, owner and head coach of Warriors Pride Boxing Academy, with another episode of Inside the Ropes, saying, hasta la vista. God bless you all. Thank you for everything, your support, and peace.